of the decade. The decade started on the 1st of January 2015, so we are just about to conclude the third year. We only have 7 more years. And so I just want to urge you to push the Canadian government, organize yourself, hold their feet to the fire. I also think that the decade is an opportunity for us, all of us, to pursue the issue of reparations. And that was part of the message that I shared with the public servants who attended the town hall meeting. And I wish to say that I really appreciated that town hall meeting, and the organization, BOPSers, the Black Ontario Public Service Employees Network, was a real revelation for me, because when I was thinking about what message do I need to bring to Canada, I felt that a very important message to leave with my brothers and sisters in Canada would be to encourage them to recognize the necessity to come together as a black community, to transcend the petty differences and separations, the little island identities of whether it's Barbados versus Jamaica or Trinidad and Tobago, or the language divisions, whether it's the French and Creole of Haiti versus the English-speaking islands, or even the division between the continental Africans who are here and those who are here from the Caribbean or from the African-American people of the United States of America. So I said that I'm going to come with that message. I'm going to encourage them that it's so important to unify. And in unifying, it doesn't mean that you divest yourself of your island culture. George Lamming explains it beautifully. George Lamming, our great Caribbean writer, he tells the Barbadian people, by embracing a Caribbean identity, you don't lose anything. In fact, you get a better appreciation and a better understanding of your Bajan cultural identity when you locate it within the wider framework of a Caribbean cultural identity, when it takes its place as a room within that wider Caribbean cultural identity. You don't lose your Bajanness. In fact, you get a better appreciation for it, but you expand it, you add to it. And but at that town hall meeting, I saw a demonstration of exactly what I was speaking about with BOPSers, because as I entered the room, first person to greet me was a young lady who came from Kenya, and then I met one from St. Kitts, and one from Jamaica, and one from Barbados, and one from Eritrea. So it seemed to me that BOPSers had really done the job that I was going to urge upon this community, that they had brought together this organization that united our African people, our black Canadian people into one entity. And then they demonstrated how important that was, because we heard at that meeting several testimonies of black public service officers who were really facing daunting challenges in this plantation that they find themselves in. Daunting challenges as a racial minority in this white majority society. And it occurred to me, suppose they didn't have BOPSers to be there for them, to give them support and solidarity, and to stand with them. You know how devastating it would be to have to face those challenges alone. So I want to say that here was a demonstration to me there was a practical demonstration of the theory that I was intending to bring to my brothers and sisters. In Canada, you know, since our ancestors were taken from our African ancestral homeland, we have had to contend with plantations. We have had to contend with plantations that have sought to brutalize us, to oppress us, to exploit us, to deny